Go.
Hey guys, this is Erin and this is Tesha here. We're going to talk to you guys today about core stabilization. Our core is that area between our shoulders and our hips, that area in the middle. We usually think about it just being our abs, but that's not the case. It's also our hips and those low back muscles and our glutes also. So it's important to strengthen all of them at once so you're getting a well-rounded core stabilization exercise. Now, core stabilization and core strengthening are two very separate things. If you have an unstable core, you cannot strengthen it properly. So it's more important to have a stable core, which is the exercises that we're going to do today. Core stabilization exercises are fantastic when helping with low back pain. So Tesha is going to be demonstrating these exercises for you. So she's going to go ahead and lay down. All your exercises will be on the floor or a mat or a table or something. The bed's not necessarily a very good option because they're a little too soft and you're going to kind of squish into them and not get the effects that we're looking for. Okay, so our very first exercise is called a pelvic tilt. This is the most important exercise because every single motion that you do is going to start with this pelvic tilt. So you can see, I'm going to have Tesha bring her arms up here so you can see what she's doing. So her knees are bent, her feet are flat on the table, and what she's going to do is she's going to press her stomach flat into the table. So yeah, you can see that motion, how she just tilts slightly, and she's going to hold that position for about 3 seconds. If you're having difficulty thinking about how this is, I say pretend that you're getting a sack of flour or something dropped on your stomach. It's that reaction and that motion that you would have if that was to happen. So we're going to do this. She's going to hold it 3 seconds and do this 30 times because 30 is the magic number. So we love that number 30. So go ahead and pause us once you get this motion down, and I want you to do all 30 of those exercises and then come on back and join us for the next exercise. Okay, so you're all done with your pelvic tilts. Our next exercise, again, remember that pelvic tilt is the most important thing, so she's going to start with that. But this exercise is going to be what's called a bridge. So she's going to cross her arms here over her shoulders. She's going to start with that pelvic tilt. Again, her feet are flat on the table. Her knees are about shoulder width apart. And she's going to tilt, and then she's going to raise her bottom up off the table. So she's got a nice flat surface here. And hold that about 3 seconds and come on down. Perfect. Now, tilt and raise. When you do this, you can kind of squeeze your glutes, your butt cheeks together, and get a nice tight feel. Now, if you can't raise up quite as high as Tesha, that is perfectly fine. Don't feel like you're doing it wrong. Any movement is good movement. And if that movement hurts at all, then you're going too far and you're pushing too hard, and we don't want that. So just take it to where you feel comfortable and where you feel stable. If you're shaking a little bit, don't come up quite as high, and you should do better the next time. Okay, so do 30 of these exercises. Put us on pause and come on back soon. Okay, our next exercise, we have a bolster that we're going to use, but at home, if you have a ball, like a bouncy ball, or just some rolled up towels, you're going to put those between your knees right here, just like that. Okay, it's pretty easy movements. So with this one, we're going to start with that pelvic tilt. And now I want you to squeeze those knees in and squeeze that ball or that bolster or whatever it is that you have at home. Your foam roller, like this, works perfectly fine. You're going to hold that for 3 seconds and then relax. And you're going to do this 30 times. So start with your tilt, squeeze your knees in, 3 seconds, 30 times. Okay. Our next exercise, Tesha's going to put a TheraBand around her legs. You can come visit us in the fitness center when you get your very own core stabilization program, and we will give you a piece of TheraBand too. Just ask, and we'll get you set up with that. So on this page, it shows this exercise with the person laying on their side. But if you were to do it that way, you'd have to lay on each side and do 30 each way. So instead, we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here and stay on your back so we can work both of our legs at the same time. So with this, we're going to start again with that pelvic tilt, the most important thing. And now she's gonna spread those knees open, and she's got that nice resistance there from that band, and she'll be able to feel that. And then back together. Now you can keep that pelvic tilt and do a few of these in a row, or if you feel like you're losing it a little bit, then just stop, reset yourself, and then carry on. Now if you can't take your legs out as far as this, that's okay too. Even a little short motion is a good motion. You'll feel the burn in those thighs, right? That's good stuff. We like the burn. So carry on, do 30 of those, and then we'll start our next exercise. Okay, so our next exercise, again, laying on our backs. Okay, this one might get a little tricky. It's not as hard as it seems though, especially once you get it down. So we're gonna start with that pelvic tilt. And now Tesha's gonna raise her left arm over her head, and at the same time, bring that right knee up. So it's an opposite arm, opposite leg. She's gonna hold that for a 3 count, and then come on down. Keeping that pelvic tilt, now she's gonna do the other side. So right arm up, left leg up. Opposite arm, opposite leg. If you get confused, that's okay. We all do it. You can do the same leg, same arm, whatever, but we prefer this motion. This one's gonna be better for you, and this is what we want you to do. So don't get discouraged, you'll get it down. It's kind of like that, rubbing your belly and patting your head at the same time. You'll get it eventually, you just gotta get it going. Okay, so you're gonna do 30 of these and then continue on with us for your next exercise, which is a bird dog. So now Tesha's gonna get on all fours. You might not be able to see me, but that's okay, I'll talk it out to you. So this is going to be kind of like the last exercise she did, but now she's on all fours, which is gonna make her a little bit more unstable, but that's okay. That's why we work our core so that it is stable and you don't get all wobbly. Okay, so sitting here just like this, Tesha's gonna raise her right arm and her left leg back out. Perfect. Now see how she's pretty flat, which is a good thing. If you feel like you're tilting really far to the side or something, then just drop that leg a little lower to keep yourself more in neutral. We don't want you getting wobbly and falling, okay? So now hold that for 3 seconds and then down. And now we're gonna switch. So now it's gonna be her left arm and her right leg. And holding it for 3 seconds. So she's getting a little wobbly on this side, which means maybe she has a little imbalance, but that's okay. We'll work on that. Good, so you just keep going, opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, if you're wobbly or feel yourself really shifting, then just drop that leg a little bit lower and you'll do fine. All right, so do 30 of these and come on back for some crunches. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 2 exercises left. Both exercises are types of crunches that we're gonna do because we want to work those abs too, right? We want to be rock hard. This was not going to do that for you, though, FYI. Diet and exercise play a huge role in losing that gut. I know it's the thing that we all complain about. We all want to lose. This is not the way to do it, though, but we can help you with that if you want to come chit-chat with us about it too. Okay, so Tesha's gonna do a crunch. I'm gonna have her actually put her arms back behind her head so you can see this motion. Feet flat on the ground, knees about shoulder width apart. You don't want those knees collapsing in on themselves either. That's not gonna be a good strong base for you. You wanna keep them a little bit apart, shoulder width apart. That's a good, nice, strong, athletic position is what we call it. Okay, so when she does her crunch, she's gonna start with that pelvic tilt. So she's gonna shift backwards, and now she's gonna raise up. But the most important thing to remember, I'm gonna have her hold this position, she's gonna hate me for it, is if you notice, her chin is up towards the ceiling, okay? She's not moving her head when she's doing a crunch. Okay, back down. So most people, when they do a crunch, do it like this. And they think, oh, I'm doing a really good job. But really, look at that neck and that chin. She's kind of working that out more than she's working out that core. So that's the rule. You start with the pelvic tilt, you raise up, keeping that chin to the ceiling, and hold that position and back down. It's a perfect crunch right there. So Tesha's going to do 30 of those while I sit here and watch her. We're just kidding. You're going to do 30 of those and we're going to sit here and watch you. No, push pause and come back for that last one. Okay, so for our last exercise, we're going to do oblique crunches. So this is working our abdominal muscles on the sides. We have more than just that six-pack muscles, okay, or keg or whatever we got rocking right now. That's okay. We're all going to get there together. So we got to work those side muscles. So again, Tesha's going to put her hands behind her head. Remember, your feet are flat on the floor or table or whatever, and your knees are in a good athletic position, okay, not falling in on themselves. We want a good base in everything that we do. So now Tesha's going to start with that pelvic tilt, and when she comes up in her crunch, she's going to rotate her body to the left and then back down, and then she's going to come up and rotate to the right. Now you'll feel this more on the sides. You might even feel it a little bit into your lower back. If you do, don't raise up quite so high. Just back off of it a little bit because there shouldn't be any pain with this. And if there's pain, then you got to stop doing that because maybe something's wrong. And that's when you come and talk to us so we can help you out and figure it out if there is. So Tesha will keep going so you can keep seeing her wonderful demonstrations. She might be sore from our workout that we did this weekend, but she'll be all right, right? Soreness is good. That means you're working those muscles and you're using them. Okay, soreness and pain are two very different things. If you have pain, we need to get that looked at. If you're sore, it's because you're working those muscles and you're waking them back up and bringing them back to life. So, thank you for joining us in Core Stabilization, and come and get your program from us any day and get you a TheraBand as well so you can finish them off. Thank you, and subscribe below so that you can get all our most updated and latest videos. We're just going to keep adding on. So we're here to help you, so come and talk to us and see what we can do. Thanks.